Hello, I'm Phillip Taylor from Richmond Green Chambers. I'm talking actually today about this book, The End of Lawyers, Rethinking the Nature of Legal Services by Richard Susskind. It's an interesting book. Do have a look at the review which I've placed on the internet. What I'm saying about this book is, warning, warning, the end is nigh. Or actually is it? Because the problem about this book, and what in fact Susskind is trying to produce, is a statement about how information technology has impacted on the role of the legal professional. I'm reminded actually of Blair's rather treacherous remarks to Frank Field a little while ago, where he said, "Think the unthinkable." Probably remember Frank did. Then he got sacked. The problem is you've got to be very careful when you think the unthinkable, because obviously Susskind and others are made, I hope, of different stuff, and when we come to rethink our legal services, with the Legal Services Act being fully implemented at the moment and big changes on the way, we've got to be aware of exactly which direction we're going to go in the future. Obviously we're into a new decade of change very shortly. We've got through the early stages of the complete computer generation, with new things coming on the market all the time. One of the problems about this book is it actually does suggest a rather scary future for many people. At the time of recording this, we have an economic downturn. Clearly people's jobs are on the line. Just remember though what Shakespeare's remedy was, allegedly, in Julius Caesar. First, let's kill all the lawyers. Obviously that's not what we want. What we do want, with some of the imagery that's conjured up in Susskind's book, is a little bit of support for possibly some lawyers who may feel less than secure with their jobs and what they actually do. It's a difficult life, especially if you're an advocate. It's very lonely. There are 8 chapters in the book, and he's really driven by 2 particular forces. One is the market pull to what he calls commoditization of our legal services, and the other is what he describes as the pervasive development and uptake of new and disruptive legal technologies. Well, he's not a Luddite, but you can probably recall, those of you who read history, that there are problems with any introduction of any new type of system. There are always going to be people who don't like it. I think that Susskind, though, has made an excellent start here. It's a heavy book to read, as my colleagues have told me. I've certainly been through it, and I found bits of it really quite heavy. But of course he is an academic, so we'll forgive him for that. One thing he does talk about, which I think we all should be aware of, remember as barristers certainly we look about tactics, but think about motives. Because when we deal with what is going to be our profession in this century, what do we see it shaping up to be? The question is, what actually is going to be the new beginning of our new structure for legal services? I have no idea how things will go. Even using this video system and video conferencing is a great step forward in my view as an older professional. But what I would say, bearing in mind what he's put forward in this book, is that his parting aspiration says the services should be quicker, better, cheaper and more widely available to everyone. And of course they should. Obviously we're celebrating the anniversary of legal aid at the moment, the introduction of proper legal aid. The problem is we've had a lot of difficulties in the past. I hope that Susskind's rethink will be seen to be positive, because as a newly famous American has said, yes we can, and I think we can, with the legal profession. We've got to modernise, so there won't be an end to lawyers, but this is a new beginning. Do get the book. Oxford University Press have produced a good piece of work here. Thanks very much.